I'm Trey Guillotine, and I'm here at DragonCon 2016. Let's geek out. If you've been following me on Instagram or any of my other social media, you know that I'm at DragonCon 2016. They're celebrating 30 years of having the convention here in Atlanta, Georgia. I haven't been back to DragonCon since 2007. That was my very first con experience in 2007 when I went to DragonCon, and I haven't been back until now. But between then, I've been to other smaller cons, so I'd like to think that I'm a little more con educated at this point. So I'm having a really great time. If you follow me on all the social media, you see all the cosplays I've seen and some celebrities I saw. I sat in on a panel for Charlie Cox, which was really cool, and then I sat in on a Con Man panel with Alan Tudyk, the producer of one of the producers of Con Man, which I'm sorry I can't remember his name, and Nolan North, who is in Con Man, also just a great voice actor. It was really cool, hearing Nathan Drake's voice at the con, seeing Nolan North talking. But it was just a really funny panel. I haven't laughed that much in a very long time, so I really enjoyed it. I kind of just want to take a minute to talk about for the video today. As much as I am enjoying DragonCon here in Atlanta, it's massive, it's huge, it's spread over like 5 or 6 different hotels and buildings in downtown Atlanta. I've walked my ass off. I think I've lost 100 pounds just walking that alone. I've been eating a lot better just to make sure I don't burn out. So I'm probably the healthiest person in the world right now after all the walking I have done in the past 2 days. But anyway, as much as I'm enjoying DragonCon here, it's been a lot of fun. But it kind of makes me, just the massive scale of it and the amount of people and the amount of crowds and the lines and the pushing and the walking back and forth all over the place, it kind of makes me appreciate smaller cons a little bit more. Not to say there's anything wrong with massive big cons. I mean, there's San Diego Comic-Con, there's, BlizzCon, there's all these massive cons where all these great things happen, a lot of big reveals for, upcoming TV shows or video games or different products coming out or interviews with, a lot bigger stars than we might get at, as much as I enjoy at Time Fest New Orleans, they're going to have bigger stars at DragonCon than we do at Time Fest in New Orleans. But as much walking as I've done, I'm kind of exhausted and I'm kind of burnt out and kind of tired of the pushing and the shoving and the lines and just it being just walking all over downtown Atlanta. It's been fun, but I'm kind of tired, and it really makes me appreciate what, these smaller cons are. It's a lot more intimate. It's a lot more centralized. You have maybe one or two vendors rooms where you can like hang out, see what people are selling, maybe see the celebrity booths in one central location, and then you go to your panels and you come back and have a cool place to hang out. But here it's just very spread out. You have about 5 or 6 different hotels and buildings having panels. You have one building for vendors room, and it's far away from the panel, so I had to walk all the way there and walk it all the way back. It's just kind of exhausting, and as much fun as I'm having, I'm just exhausted. So I'm kind of nostalgic. Maybe nostalgic's not the right word, but I definitely appreciate these smaller cons that we might have in New Orleans, like Time Fest, like Contraflow, like Wizard World New Orleans Comic Con, which I know is one of the big kind of franchise conventions that goes around in the country. But it's one that we have in New Orleans, and it's the biggest one we have in New Orleans. But it's definitely not as big as, say, DragonCon in Atlanta, Georgia. So as much as I'm enjoying DragonCon, I think everyone should definitely experience. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to see. So many great cosplays that I'm seeing and taking pictures of. So hopefully you're following on social media to see those. But ultimately, I kind of miss the smaller, kind of more intimate setting of a convention back home. Were you at DragonCon 2016? And if not, what are your favorite cons to go to? Do you like bigger cons or do you like smaller cons? Let me know in the comments, and follow me on all the internets. Share the video so others can join the conversation, and make sure you check out Temple of Geek to see my content and other content from different creators. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so we can geek out some more. Thanks for watching, and have fun. So Captain America, Thor, Hulk.